We will now show a brief excerpt from a TV interview of Dr. Hassan Hathout conducted in Los Angeles at the initiative of Mr. Dafr al-Dakhil and produced by the Umar ibn al-Khattab Foundation. Please direct your seats towards the screen and once again ensure that your cell phones and pagers are turned off.
Doctor, I don't know why God does this, but he seems to like to test us in many ways, particularly in faith. Even great men with strong faith have been tested. Has your test or your faith in Islam ever been tested?
Yes, of course. I think human life is a test, because when God created humanity, it was to create a different creature, a different species. And given knowledge and the choice and accountability makes life a test.
What about pain? How about the pain of life, the pain of living,
Yes.
the pain of loss?
Yes.
What about that?
Yes. This is part of the test, and I think if all you know that you live this world and then go underground, then pain would seem purposeless and rather cruel in so many cases.
How have you been tested, pain-wise?
Well, perhaps the most important incident in my life is one day when I was starting a new job in Kuwait, and my wife and daughter stayed in Edinburgh for the wife to finish her PhD. And one day, finishing an operation, I was told there is a cable for me. Something in my heart said my daughter has died. The cable itself read, Amal killed, accident. Amal was my daughter. She was the only one at the time.
How old was she?
She was 5. And my immediate response, God, I know you are looking at me. I know you are watching how I behave. I know you are testing me. I hope to pass the test. If this is what you decreed for me, I accept it. I accept it. I accept it. She has been your trust with us. She is now our trust with you. And this foreshortened the whole stages of reaction when someone is so afflicted to merely nothing. And then I knew patience is rewardable, that if I am patient, it will be for my good.
Islam gave you that power?
It is exactly the wording of the Prophet saying, I am amazed for the affairs of the faithful. If he gets something good, he is grateful, and this is good for him. If he gets something painful, he is patient, and this is good for him. So either way, it's a win-win situation. Of course, the dimension of separation from my daughter was a very important one to me, but never was bitter or protested or why me or what did I do to you?
Come on, that never crossed your mind?
Never, never.
You lose your 5-year-old daughter in an
Yes.
accident you don't expect,
Yes.
and you don't look up to the God that you've trusted
What you-
and say, why me?
What he accepts for me, I accept for myself very trustingly, and knowing that it is for my good somehow.
When it's time for you to leave this earth, what are you going to leave us?
I'll try to leave the same thing I'm trying to take with me. And there is a teaching of the Prophet that when a human being dies, he is completely cut off from this life, except for 3 things that can go with him. The one is a perpetual charity. The second is good knowledge that can be good to good use. And the third is a progeny who are good and pray God for him. I try to implant them here so that when I leave them. When I go, I take their blessings with me.